Hi, my name is CT, and it's December in Marvel Contest of Champions. That means one thing. That's right, it's the return of the Banquet event, this year offering 6 new reworks and a 7-star Isophene at the top of the rewards. With some people getting 7-star rank 4 serpents, I definitely need a better serpent counter, and 7-star Isophene fits that slot for me. In this video, I'll be opening up over 100 Banquet crystals, but please remember to spend within your means, and don't overspend for a mobile video game. Before we even get into the Banquet crystals though, I have a few 7-star crystals from the milestones. It's been a while since I've opened anything on this channel, so just as a refresher for my account, I'd really like a Crossbones Awakening, a First Time Bullseye, an Onslaught Awakening, a Photon Awakening, a new Prowler, a Warlock, and from the new pools added, really like a new Professor X, Adam Warlock, or Shocker Dupe. Let's see what we get out of this first one. Alright, there's the Bullseye, and we're getting Sauron. Not the best. Kind of a mid-champ, to be honest. Not my first favorite. Alright, on to crystal number 2 before we get into the real juicy stuff. We'll probably be opening a few other 7-stars, so I'm sure this isn't the last time we'll be here, but hopefully we pull something good this time. Again, my want list actually isn't super comprehensive. I'd also really like to pull or at least awaken my 7-star Kushala, and I have some chance that I really want Sigs on. That's a lot of Prowler. Hey. That's a pretty nice one to knock off my list. My opponents in Battlegrounds are probably gonna hate me. That feels good. What a way to start the opening. Alright, time to stop clickbaiting, you guys. It's time for 100 Banquet crystals. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not feeling the best about opening these. I'm mainly opening them for the milestones. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm mainly looking for that Isophene Awakening and some of the ranked rewards, as well as the Glorious Guardians signature stones, Awakening Gem, just anything Glorious Guardians themed I'm a little bit of a sucker for. They all look fantastic, and also sentries there. But outside of that, I would also really like the Selector. I'm going to spin out 10 of these. I'm not going to make you guys sit through 100 and then 10 pop the rest. But just to give you guys a little bit of a feel what's in these. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of tier 6 class catalysts though. Hey, 7-star Awakening Gem crystals, or crystal shards, you won't see me complaining about. But much like a lot of the things in these crystals, they're not very actionable. I can't, the odds of me forming a 7-star Awakening Gem crystal from pulled fragment shards is incredibly low, unless I'm spending a gross amount of money, and that's true for a lot of the chases in this pool. For example, I don't think I'll be forming a tier 7 basic with 100 crystals, let alone rank 4ing a champion. Like, that's not in the equation for me. I get why Kabam did that. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe I could just pull nothing but tier 7 Awakening Gem crystal shards and then get 20 of them and never have the need to awaken a champion ever again. But I doubt that would happen. That's some insane luck right there. Like, relative. Show me like a tier 5 class catalyst or something. Dude, you can't make this up. But yeah, a lot of the resources, or a lot of the really high-end resources that I'm looking for, like I actually don't really want that much, or that many tier 4 alphas. I have some in the overflow and a lot of 3 to 4 gems, or 2 to 3 gems. If I had 3 to 4 gems, I'd be spending, I think, far more than anything I'd be meaningfully dumping on this game. But I am mainly looking for tier 6 basic, and there's the tier 4 alpha that I said I don't really want. But even then, I was gonna say it's not enough to form one, but you know, it's 10% one. And the resources in this crystal pool aren't very actionable, I would say. I think that should be the subtitle to all Banquet opens. Like, yeah, I got some gold, I got some ISO, and don't get me wrong, the gold is very nice. But that's what, 20% of a tier 6 class catalyst? I don't think we'll be seeing much of any in here, and I believe they're actually outclassed by just the reward openings as a whole. I don't think they're like the best to see out of these things. I just would really like, and I think it would feel a lot better if it showed my progress towards milestones in here. Like, again, 1500 7-star shards is nothing to laugh at. That's what, 2 super daily max claims? But again, like, it's it doesn't feel like the quantity in these crystals are very actionable. I can't go ahead and get my newest rank up with the rewards in these crystals. They feel nice, kind of, but the amounts that we're getting out of these are very slim to meaningless. Again, I'm probably going to pull some tier 7 basic fragments. I popped some before this, and I did, but it's what, 1% of a catalyst? And that 1% of a catalyst is 0.33 infinitely repeating of an actual rank 4. And the odds of me pulling anything meaningful or even getting that lucky is just insane. Again, that was what, 10% of a tier 6 class catalyst? I'll go back once this 10 pop is opened and review what we pulled, but I think that the amounts in these crystals aren't the best for the amount that we're spending, but keep in mind that the actual amounts of the stuff that we're getting would be just magnified by people who are buying a lot of these crystals, and it would increase the gap even more, or at least the rank gap at the very top of the game. I'm grateful they didn't go crazy with tier 7 basic, but at the same time, I wish they did go a little bit crazier with the tier 6 basic and the tier 3 alphas. I feel like these give out a lot of rank 2 to 3 materials, but not nearly any 1 to 2. And I guess the only real difference between those two is the tier 4 alpha, but I have tier 4 alpha in overflow. I feel like it's a very common resource. Maybe I just need to play some more battlegrounds and level up a bit more, but 20% of a tier 6 cosmic. Let's take a look at everything we pulled so far real quick, just before we move on. But yeah, a lot of small amounts of tier 6 basic, some tier 4 alpha fragments, and again, one of the chase rewards that we can pull is a full tier 4 alpha, which, you know, kind of isn't the most common. But yeah, 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal Shards. This probably isn't going to be an actionable amount. We continue to pull 1,000 per 10 pop, we'll be fine. But again, we're pulling, or we're getting a full one from the rewards. I believe that's 4,500 of the current fragments that I own at time of recording. So we're just going to pop 10. If we continue to pull 1,000, then all is good. But if not, then so be it. Looks like we pulled one tier 6 basic, some more tier 5 class catalysts, one full tier 3 alpha, which I'm not complaining, and about 6,000 more 7-star shards, plus 1,000 Titan shards. Which, you know, nothing to shake a fist at. I'm sure if you're going like a few $100s in, it doesn't feel the best to get this this amount. There's some tier 7 basic, and like I said, it's a very small amount. It's about 1% of a full catalyst. And 1% of a full catalyst means it's less than 0.5% of a full rank up. For a lot of whales and people who are spending a lot on this game so far, they probably have one from the Karina's challenge already. I haven't had the chance to sit down and really do them all. Hoping to use my time off to hopefully do that. But again, just the rewards in these crystals aren't super actionable. That tier 7 basic, you need to pull 200 times to get a rank up, assuming you did Karina's. But and even then, like 4 7-star signature stones isn't making too big of a difference at a small scale. These crystals don't feel great to open. Looks like we got a full tier 4 alpha, which is kind of crazy. But at scale, if you were to go, say, I think it's $17,000 for a tier 7 class, or tier 7 basic. Looks like we got some more 7-star shards as well. I'd say as I pop some more 10. Sorry, I'm kind of just yapping. I'm mainly interested in the milestones. So we got some more tier 7 basic, but like these crystals just feel kind of bad to open. Like the amounts are decent, but we have 4 tier 6 basics, like 10% of tier 6 class catalysts, and some tier 5 science, and you know, some like a smattering of rewards. We're 50 crystals in. If we bought these with raw units, that would be $500 worth of units, and this just doesn't feel like $500 worth of rewards. And that's what a lot of players are seeing. That's what I'm seeing right now, and it's just not the case. Like we're not even at a full 7-star for that amount. We are pulling some tier 7 basics like crazy though. I think we're very hard, like far against the curve relative to what we should be doing. But this feels like I got another 3 weeks in my Battleground store. This doesn't feel like, at least the crystals don't feel like an immediate upgrade. I think that if you were to have a little thing on the sides or even the bottom showing what I was earning through the milestones as I was popping these, then This would feel much better. Speak of the devil, we got another 7-star crystal pull and some more Titan shards and 16 or 18 million gold? 18. Yeah. Looks like we got some more tier 7 basics, you know, nothing to shake a fist at. We're moving along percent by percent. I don't think I'll be getting a rank 4 this event, but I'm not spending that much, so I'm sure people who drop a small car or house on this game will get their first rank 4s, and more power to them. I think that if you're looking at this and getting FOMO, that you have to figure out why that's the case. And the signature stones are decent. I think we'll probably get 1 dupe out of this. Hey, we got a full 7-star, which is decent. So we'll probably crack some more after this. And 7-star awakening gem shards still the same. Looks like we got some more tier 7 basic. I think it's like a 3% chance or something ludicrously low like that to even be close to 10%. I think that's like 8% of a tier 7 basic is incredibly against the curve. Surprised we haven't seen any meaningful rewards outside of it, like the selectors or 7-star Jessica or anything at this scale. I mean, we did pull a full tier 4 alpha, which is decent. Almost at another full tier 4 alpha. Tier 3 alpha, just like the pull rate's so low relative to everything else. And hey, a Banquet key. I'll gladly take that. Those keys allow us to get more 7-star gifted guardians. I'm personally going to also be picking up the sales that are happening. They're probably live by the time of this being recorded, or being uploaded, I should say. But yes, it's been in the description. I want to say it says that they're available in Odin's, so I'll probably be getting all the gifted guardians as 7 stars. I'll open the keys I currently have up at the end of this. So we formed a full tier 6 tech and got some more tier 5 class catalysts. Not quite at a full tier 4 alpha, even though we did pull the full one, which is, you know, lucky. I just would really like to see Jessica or the rare champion selector. I do wish there were more tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic. I'll probably have tier 4 alpha in the overflow after this event's said and done, and I'll have to go hard on the tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha, but in the battleground store and such. Not going to be able to open a Titan, but let's give this last 10 a pop. Some more tier 7 basic. It's not a reward for me, but I understand where they're coming from, and I truly hope that people who are aiming for a rank 3 or rank 4 this event are able to get them. Some nice tier 6, like it's nice to have them. It's just none of the quantities out of these crystals feel truly actionable. You can't do anything with a single tier 6 class catalyst. It's just not enough for even a 6-star rank 4 to 5. It's just not it. Looks like we were unable to form a full tier 4 alpha out of 100 of these guys outside of the full tier 4 alpha pull, and we got 5 tier 3 alpha. All right, did I get another Banquet key out of these last 10? No. Okay. And the signature stones have remained mostly the same. Yeah. It's nice to get them. It's just the quantities are so small, I don't feel like they're actionable. They're in my overflow now. I think I have like probably 10 or 20 in my overflow. But we got 20,000 7-star shards, 2,000 Titans, and 1,000 awakening gem shards. All right, I opened up some 6 stars for the 7-star shards. Decent 5 pop. You'll love to see Herc at his highest rarity. I'll take those max signature stone crystals. And now it's time for our 3 7 stars. I'll pop these and then we'll go ahead and move into the Banquet keys. But again, my want list remains the same as the last 2 7 stars that we opened. I think it's great luck that we were able to pull something from my want list. I'm not expecting anything else. I think it's a very smart move for Kabam to add the other 3 limited edition champion pools to the 7-star base pool right before the event. We are getting... Hey, I was going to say a dust would be fantastic, but I don't have her. She's currently unawakened. And unawakened, unowned, but now I guess she's owned, and now I guess she's unawakened. But yes, she's very annoying on Battlegrounds defense in certain metas. I'll probably be taking her up to rank 3, would be fantastic to get her dupe. So I'll probably add that to my want list. Let's see what we're getting out of crystal number 2. Hey, you know, Jugs is a fantastic champion. I already have him at rank 3 and he's already awakened for me. So that's another 20 sigs. You know, nothing to shake a fist at. Jugs is a absolute monster in Battlegrounds. One of the quickest champions in this entire game at taking fights, and it's just wonderful. I'll gladly take 20 more sigs on him. I honestly kind of hope this final crystal is bad, because I feel like we've gotten nothing but heat from the 7-star crystals. I would honestly very much appreciate getting something kind of bad. Maybe another Sauron would be my ideal champion. Oh, no, I probably just willed that into existence, so that way we can save our luck. Oh, there's the Sauron. Okay. Titania is unfortunately, I say unfortunately, a fantastic champion. I have her 7-star rank 3'd. She does amazing for me in Battlegrounds, and she's already awakened. So that's just 20 more sigs on her. Again, fantastic pulls. I hope the luck doesn't cause us to lose out on our Gifted Guardians box pulls. What a crazy 3 crystals. Not to mention the bullseye that we got earlier. Talk about good luck. Jeez. All right, let's move over to the Banquet box. Kabam's trying out something new this year with the Glorious Guardians Champion box, which means you get gacha-like pulls, so you can't pull the same thing twice until you've pulled everything. My ideal pulls out of these things are Medusa and Deadpool, followed by Sentinel and Black Panther, and then Sentry and Purgatory at the very bottom. I've seen decent things out of Purgatory, but Sentry just isn't the best champion for me, and I just kind of don't want to see him at all. From my first key, we are getting, once this thing draws correctly, hey, a Dead Force X pool is fantastic. I really like him. Purgatory is semi-decent, and for our final one of today, we are going to be getting Medusa. All right, that's fantastic. Those are my top 2 picks. I'll probably be getting Black Panther and Sentinel from the other gacha keys. So thanks for watching. Hopefully it's not as long for the next upload that I do. This is CT. I'll probably see you in the new year. Signing off.